Have you ever been surrounded with so many ideas, but you know that you are only one person and God only gave you two hands? Well, that's me. You see, I'm pretty multi-talented to the point to where I can do a lot of things. So you can almost say that I'm a jack of all trades. And I know that some people can't resonate with me, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you can. But have you ever had so many ideas in your mind, along with a lot of things that you want to do and can do, but you just can't sum it down to one? And whenever you finally do, it takes you forever. But then you take on that task, and after it's completed, you right back to square one, trying to pick and choose what you want to do next. It's like you have so many ideas floating at the top of your dome, and you just trying to sit still long enough to be able to snatch one down. Or sometimes it can be that some of the tasks is a little bit longer to do than the next. And knowing you want to do something quick, because that's what I usually like to do. Like my hair, for an example. Some of you, but a lot of you don't know that I have a YouTube channel, which is under the name Tasha Deshawn. And my channel mainly consists of DIYs showing you guys how to grow your hair. I big chopped for the second time in 2017, and my fro was growing so slow to the point where I was very frustrated. So I started studying herbs, along with working on formulations. And in one of those studies, I learned about the anagen phase, which is the hair growth phase. Now, there are other hair phases as well, but I'm not here to talk about that right now. Well, let me tell you that I found out that you can keep your hair in the anagen phase a little while longer. So I started out by making a hair growth oil, just like every other person that has come into business. And I first launched it in 2018. And that was something new to the people in my small town. But immediately after, someone else started making hair growth oil, and the town went wow, just because they were popular and because they have a hair salon. But the ingredients that they started out with were some of the simple ingredients. You know, the ones that you can pronounce. And by the town being new at this, they already knew about the eucalyptus, tea tree, rosemary, but no one ever heard of coriander, cilantro, thyme, hibiscus. I mean, most didn't even know that the title of these herbs is called Ayurveda, but I'm pretty sure that they know now due to TikTok University. Even the hairstylists that they all worship changed the ingredients and the formula of her hair growth oil because it wasn't growing many people hair like it's supposed to have. And she even put me in a competition bracket with herself by even sending someone over to try to figure out the ingredients that I was putting in my oils. But little did she know, I was never called to just make oils, but to create a hair care line. So I immediately took myself out of the competition bracket that she and other people were trying to put me in. And I kept formulating until I got the consistency right. So the consistency of the hair cream is just like the ones in Walmart and other surrounding stores. They are filled with all natural and organic ingredients, along with a lot of those Ayurvedic herbs that I was mentioning earlier. But I can't forget my curling custard, my hair growth sprays, and my growth shampoos and conditioners. I was selling them from right to left. And then 2 years later, I created a LLC and opened up a Shopify website. Sales was pretty decent when I was under my Facebook business page. I've received my biggest orders from people in different states, and the people in my hometown gave me the hardest time. They had it real bad, treating me as if I was a storefront. Back then, I was a full-time braider, and I would be working on my clients' hair. But once they place an order, they'll say they are on their way, and they will want me to stop what I'm doing just to give them the product. When I had a policy on my website stating the time frame once you place that order, or we will agree on a time and a day, and then they'll have me missing events or places to go just because I have to wait on them to pick up their products. I'll even contact them just to see where they're at because they will be late, and they'll tell me that it slipped their mind and that they are at Walmart, but as soon as they leave, they will come my way. They treated me like it was so hard to order off my website, like they didn't know what to do, but mysteriously knew how to add all of their items to the shopping cart of other people's website. I was even treated by some of the older customers as if I could see their debit card information, not knowing that it goes through a third-party payment processor. So after I got tired of Facebook, I finally deactivated my page. And that caused my business page to be deactivated as well. But I'm guessing some people thought that I closed my website down instead of just clicking the link on their own. Maybe it's because they were so used to me getting on there every day and applying my products to my hair and showing my results. But I felt it was getting me nowhere. And for some reason, the people in my hometown were holding on to their products for dear life. I would see them in public and they would brag about how my oil was growing their hair. But then they would proudly smile and say that they still have it. But wasn't that 6 months ago when I sold it to you? And not to mention that I had to beg for before and after pictures. Many people should know that businesses thrive off of testimonies, reviews, and progress pics. That is how a lot of hair growth / hair care lines that started after me is thriving today. But I couldn't seem to get that, not from the people here at least. So one day I decided to temporarily close my website down and to show people how to create their own DIYs in order to grow their hair. Because you remember, like I stated in the beginning, that there are a lot of things that I know how to do. But out of all of those things, helping people grow their hair is one of the things that I know that I was called to do.